night air to clear my mind. That's nice. That's good. Sea air is so refreshing. It revitalizes my entire body. My mind is blocked. I have no thoughts, no ideas. Most unusual for me. Most times they fill up my brain and overflow it like a cascading fountain, and tonight, nothing. No need to worry. It'll pass soon. These things happen to all in my profession. Writer's block, we call it. It's just temporary. However, it's going to be a very long temporary. Nothing is coming. My nerves are tightening. Oh, God, help me. No, I take that back. What selfishness. To ask the Lord to take time out of his day to help me come up with an idea for a story. I'm sorry, dear Lord. I'll go home and try to sleep. Tomorrow is if, however, anything does occur to you during the night, I'd appreciate it greatly if you're to make it known to me. Even if it's just a germ of an idea. It doesn't need to be original. I'm very clever at twisting things around. Oh, how desperate I've become. Asking the Lord to resort to plagiarism to help with my petty needs. Home. I must get home and to bed before this thing becomes serious.
You, sir. Can I have a word with you, sir?
Who's there in the dark? I can't quite see you there.
Evening, sir. I was wondering, sir, if you might be in the mood for a little, entertainment this evening.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you do, sir. Entertainment. Amusement, so to speak, a little diversion, if you know what I mean.
I think I do know what you mean, and I'm not interested. I should know better than to make such a proposal to a gentleman. Excuse me.
You've never witnessed anything like this before. That, I promise you. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Not even a little bit curious?
Curiosity is the nature of my profession, but I try to keep it morally elevated. Excuse me?
Maybe you're right, sir. This may be too much for a gentleman of your sensitivities.
Well, wait.
Got you with that last one there, didn't I?
I'm just asking, mind you, but what exactly is this entertainment you speak of?
Well, sir, how would you like to see a drowned man?
I beg your pardon?
A drowned man. A man with his lungs filled up with salt water and stone dead from drowning. How much would you pay to see that?
Pay to see a drowned man? You insane? What's the point in looking at a man who's drowned? How would I look at a man who's drowning if they paid me? You must be mad. Get out of here.
3 rubles, sir, that's all it'll cost you. 3 rubles to see him first, before he's in the water, and then in the agonizing act of drowning. And then the grand finale, the man's already drowned. Rest his soul.
What do you mean to say that? That he's not drowned yet? That he's alive and well?
Not only alive and well, but dry as a bone and standing here before you. I'm the drowned man?
You're going to drown yourself for 3 rubles? You expect to charge me for your own suicide?
No, sir, you've got it all wrong. I don't actually drown. I impersonate a drowned man. I jump into the icy cold water, flail around a little bit, yell for help a couple of times, go under, bubble, bubble, bubble. I come up all puffy-like. It sends a chill up your spine. 3 rubles for individual performances, special rates for groups. The show starts in 2 minutes.
Quite some admission to a drowning.
You missed the point, sir. This isn't some sort of cheap thrill. It's a rich tableau filled with social implications. A drama, not tragic, but ironic in view of its comic features.
Comic? And what's comic about it?
I bulge my eyes out and I yell for help in a high, squeaky voice. It sounds like a pig squealing. I'm the only one in the water for who can actually do it.
You actually expect me to pay to hear an underwater pig squealing?
I've just had a very successful season, sir. Sold out in August. So what do you say, sir? Would you like me to book you now for the dinner show?
What do you mean, dinner show?
I jump into the water and I throw you a nice fish. I think the halibuts are in season, sir.
Why do I stand here listening to this?
I wish you would make up your mind soon, sir. In 5 minutes, that restaurant throws its garbage in the water. That's messy. I have my pride.
To hell with your pride. It doesn't prevent you from making a living imitating a deceased swimmer.
You sure know how to strike at a woman's vulnerable point, sir. That was cruel.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
You completely overlook the finer points to my profession. Look here. Have you ever seen a coal miner at the end of the day, filth and grime all over his body, soot up in his nostrils? Disgusting. Or a barber who comes home at the end of the night with the cuttings of other people's hair on his hands. It gets into his bread and into his soup. It's nauseating. Do you know where a surgeon puts his finger? Or a barber his feet? Every man who works eventually touches something filthy. I, on the other hand, I deal with water. Water is wet, it's clean, it's purifying. I don't have to take a bath when I come home at night. I've done it. Can you say the same, sir?
I'm not going to discuss my toilet habits with you. My God, you're infuriating. There must be a carriage around here. Caddy! Caddy!
You'll regret it. You'll be back one day, bored to death, dying to see a good drowning. And I'll be gone. This is my last week here. Next week, I'm in Yalta.
There's a police officer. Now, if you don't get out of here, I'll have you arrested for soliciting.
I'm not soliciting. I'm in the maritime entertainment business.
Drowning is not maritime entertainment. You're a waterfront lunatic. Officer! Officer!
I'm going. I'm going. I'll tell you one thing. The drowning business isn't what it used to be.
Can I help you, sir?
There's a woman there. You're on the docks there. She's been pestering me all evening. I shouldn't be surprised if she were deranged.
There's a lot of strange characters on these parts at night. Gentlemen like yourself shouldn't be wandering about. What was she pestering you about?
Well, I assure you, you're going to find this strange, but she wanted to charge me 3 rubles to watch her drown. Can you imagine?
Strange? Well, that's absolute thievery. It's not worth more than 60 kopecks. I mean, you can get as fine as drowning as you want and not pay a penny more. 3 rubles. What nerve? No. There's 2 brothers on the other pier. For 1 ruble each, they'll give you a double drowning. A double drowning. You have to know how to bargain with these men, sir. Get your money's worth. No. Just the other day, I saw 14 men act out an entire shipwreck for 3 rubles. On a good day, 10 rubles can get you a whole navy going down. Yes, sir, 60 kopecks is all I pay. You stick to your price. Have a nice evening.
It's come. It's finally come. The day the world has gone mad has arrived at last.
I see the officer's gone, sir. What did you tell him?
Tell him? I told him that you were mentally imbalanced. Unfortunately, he was a little more mentally imbalanced than you were.
Still, I appreciate you not causing me any trouble, so in gratitude, I'm reducing my price to an all-time low, 80 kopecks.
80, you thief! You conniving, wretched, deceiving little creature. I won't pay you more than 60.
60? 60 kopecks for a drowning? But where's my profit? My towels cost me 40 kopecks, and then another 40 for the fellow who fishes me out. I'd be losing money on it. What's the point? I might as well stay under.
60 kopecks. Take it or leave it.
You're a hard man, sir. A hard man. 60 kopecks it is. Pray to God my son doesn't want to be a drowner.
That's your money. Now, where shall I stand?
Right on the edge of the docks here. This way we see all the action.
You sure I'll be able to see down there? It is a bit dark.
That's what makes it so eerie. The eerier, the more entertaining. All the action's in the last 10 seconds anyways. Well, here I go. Almost forgot. When I come up for the 3rd time, yell at the top of your lungs, Popnichevsky! Popnichevsky!
Who's Popnichevsky?
Oh, he's the fellow who fishes me out. I can't swim.
You can't swim! Are you telling me you're going to drown yourself without knowing how to swim?
That's what makes it so exciting! Popnichevsky always waits till the very last second to fish me out. He's in that restaurant, sir, having a drink. Popnichevsky. Don't forget the name. Well, I hope you enjoy the show. If you like it, tell your friends. In the soup, as we say.
Oh!
Help! Help! I'm drowning! I can't swim!
I can't quite see you there.
Help! I can't swim! I'm drowning!
Oh, that's good. That's nice.
Somebody help me! I can't swim! I'm drowning!
Yes, well, I've had enough of that part out. Can you drown now? Well, that's the 3rd time, isn't it? Good heavens, what was that fellow's name?
Next actress, please. Next actress, please. Name?
What?
Your name.
Oh, Nina.
Nina. Is that it? Just Nina?
Yes, sir. No, sir. Nina Mikhailovna Zerknaya.
Age?
My age?
Yes, please. That means how old are you?
Well, how old are you looking for?
Couldn't you answer the question simply, please?
Oh, yes, sir. But I just wanted you to know, I can play any age you'd like. 16, 30. In high school, I played a 79-year-old dramatic woman, and it was very believable. A 78-year-old dramatic woman told me so herself.
Yes, but I'm not looking for a 78-year-old dramatic woman. I'm looking for a 22-year-old girl. Now, how old are you?
22, sir.
Really? I would have guessed 27, 28.
Oh, I have a bad head cold, sir. It makes me look older. Last year, when I had influenza, the doctor thought I was 39. I promise, I can look 22 when you need it, sir.
Do you have a temperature?
Yes, sir.
Good God, what are you doing walking around in the dead of winter with 103 temperature? Go home, child. Go to bed. You can come back some other time.
Oh, no. Please, sir. I've waited 6 months to get this audition, not including the 3 months it took to get on the 6-month waiting list. If I get put at the end of that list again, I'll have to wait another 6 months. And by then, I'll be 23. And it'll be too late to be 22. Please let me read for you, sir. I'm really feeling much better. I think I'm down to 101 now.
I can see you have your heart set on being an actress.
My heart, my soul, my very breath, the bones in my body, the blood in my veins.
Yes, we've had enough of your medical history. What practical experience have you had?
As what?
Well, for example, the thing we're discussing, acting. How much acting experience have you had, girl?
You mean on stage?
As good a place as any.
Oh, well, I studied acting for 3 years under Madame Zoblienska.
So, she teaches here in Moscow?
No. In my high school. In Odessa. But she was a very great actress herself.
Here in Moscow?
No. In Odessa.
You are then, strictly speaking, an amateur.
Oh, yes, sir. In Moscow. In Odessa. I'm a professional.
Yes, that's all very well, but you see, we need a 22-year-old professional actress in Moscow. Odessa, although I grant you a lovely city, theatrically speaking, it's not Moscow. I would advise you to get more experience and take some aspirins.
I've traveled 4 days to get here. Won't you just hear me read?
My dear child, I find this very embarrassing.
Even if you were not to employ me, just to read for you would be a memory I would cherish for all of my life. If I may be so bold, sir, I think you are one of the greatest living authors in all of Russia.
Really? Oh, that's very kind of you. Perhaps you do have a few minutes.
I've read everything you've written. The articles, the stories. I love the one about... the one about... oh dear God, every time I think of it, I can't control myself.
Really? Really? Which story is that?
The death of a government clerk. I laughed for days.
Death of a government. I don't remember that. What was that about?
Sherchikov. The sneeze. The sneezing splatter.
Oh, yes. You found that funny, did you?
Oh, yes.
Strange. I meant it to be sad.
Oh, it was sad. Oh, I cried for days. It was tragically funny.
Was it really? And of everything you've read, what was your favorite?
My very favorite.
Yes. What was it?
Tolstoy's War and Peace. You asked me what my favorite was.
You're an honest little thing, aren't you? It's refreshing. Irritating, but refreshing. Very well. What are you going to read for me?
I shall like to read from The Three Sisters.
Indeed. Which sister?
All of them. If you have time.
All of them. Good heavens, why don't you read the entire play while you're at it?
Thank you, sir. I know it all. Act 1. A drawing room in the Prothro's house. It is midday. A bright sun is gleaming through the large French door.
That's not necessary. An excerpt will do nicely, thank you.
Yes, sir. I should like to do the last moment of the play.
Good, good. That shouldn't take too long. Whenever you're ready.
I've been ready for the past 6 months, sir. Not including the 3 months it took to get on the 6-month waiting list.
Please, begin.
Yes, sir. Oh, sir, could you please say, ta ra ra, boom die, sit on the curb I may?
Certainly not. Why would I say such an idiotic thing?
I don't know, sir. You wrote it. Shibudakin says it at the end of the play. It would help me greatly if you could read just that one line, sir. I've waited 6 months for this. I walked all the way from Odessa.
All right. Very well then. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Tarara boomdier. Sit on the curb, I may.
Masha says. Oh. Listen to that music. They are leaving us. One has gone for good. Forever. We are left alone to begin our lives over again. We must live. We must live. And Irina says, soon we shall know what all this is for. Why there's all this suffering. In the meantime, we must live. We must work. Only work. Tomorrow I shall go alone. I shall teach in the school. I'll give my whole life to those who need it. Now it is autumn. Soon winter will come and cover everything in snow. I'll go on working. Working. Shall I finish?
Please.
And Olga says, the music plays so gaily, so valiantly, one wants to live. And God, time will pass, and we shall be gone forever. We'll be forgotten. Faces will be forgotten. Our voices, and how many there were of us. But our sufferings will turn into joy for those who live after us. Happiness and peace will come to this earth. They remember kindly and bless those who are living now. My dear sisters, it seems as if just a little more, we shall know why we live, why we suffer. If only we knew. If only we knew. Thank you, sir. That's all I wanted. You made me very happy. God bless you, sir.
Someone go get her before she walks all the way back to Odessa.
Good morning, Mr. Keystenoff.
Please, lower your voice!
I'm sorry, sir.
It's just that my gout is acting up again and my nerves are like little firecrackers. The least little friction can set them off.
It must be very painful, sir.
Combing my hair this morning was complete agony.
Mr. Keystenoff,
What is it, Jockey?
there's a woman outside who insists on seeing you. We can't make head or tail of her story. She insists on seeing the directing manager. Perhaps if you're not well.
Oh, no. The business of the bank comes before my minor physical ailments. Show her in, please. Quietly. Good morning, madam. Forgive me for not standing as I am somewhat incapacitated. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Now, what is it I can do for you?
You can help me. I hope you can help me. No one in this world seems to care!
Calm yourself, madam. I please beg of you, calm yourself.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure we can sort it all out if we approach this problem sensibly
And quietly. Now, what exactly is the trouble?
Well, you see, sir, it's my husband, Collegiate Assessor Shulkin. He's been sick these past 5 months. 5 agonizing months.
I know the horrors of illness and can sympathize with you, madam. What exactly is the nature of his illness?
It's a nervous disorder. Everything seems to grate on his nerves. If you so much as touch him, he screams out in pain. How or why he got it, no one knows.
I have an inkling. Go on, please, a little less descriptively possible.
While he lay in bed recuperating.
You're not going to scream again, are you?
Not that I don't have reason to. While he lay in bed recuperating the last 5 months, he was let go from his job for no reason at all.
That's a pity, certainly. However, I don't quite see the connection with our bank matter.
You don't know how I've suffered. I nurse him from morning till night, doctor him from night till morning, on top of taking care of the house, the kids, feeding the cat, the dog, the goat, the bird, my sister's bird who's sick.
The bird was sick?
No, my sister. She gets dizzy spells. She's been dizzy for about a month and she's getting dizzier every day.
Extraordinary. However...
And then on top of that, I have to take care of her house and her kids and her cat and her dog. And her bird bit my daughter, so my daughter drowned her cat. And now she wants my goat in exchange, or else she'll drown my cat or break my oldest daughter's other arm.
Well, you've certainly had your pack of troubles, haven't you? But I don't
And
quite...
then I go to collect my husband's pay and find that they've deducted 24 rubles and 36 kopecks. For why, I ask? He borrowed from the employees' fund. He never would have done that without asking me first. I'd break his arm. Not while he was sick. I'm not well myself, you see. I have a terrible cough.
Can well see why your husband took 5 months to recuperate. But what is it you want from me, madam?
What rightfully belongs to him, my 24 rubles and 36 kopecks. They won't give it to me because I'm a woman, weak, and defenseless. Some of them have even laughed. Now tell me, where's the humor in that? Laughing at a weak, defenseless creature like myself.
None. I see none at all. However, madam, I don't wish to be unkind, but I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. Your petition, no matter how justified, has nothing to do with us. You'll just have to go to the agency where your husband was employed.
Don't tell me to go to another agency. I've been to 5 agencies today. I'm going to lose my mind. My hair is literally falling out of my head by the fistfuls. Look at it!
Please, madam, keep your hair in its proper place. Now, listen to me carefully. This is a bank. A bank. We are in the banking business. We bank money. Funds that are brought here are banked by us. Do you understand what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I can't help you.
Are you saying that you cannot help me?
I'm trying. Don't think I'm making headway.
Are you saying that you don't believe my husband is ill? Here's the proof. Here's the doctor's certificate. Read this and tell me if you doubt my husband has a nervous disorder.
Not only do I not doubt it, madam, I would swear to it.
You didn't read it. Read it.
It's really not necessary. I know full well how your husband must be suffering.
What good is a doctor's note if no one will read it? Read it!
Oh, yes, I see your husband is sick. It says right here on the doctor's certificate. Well, you certainly made a good case, madam. However, I'm still afraid you've come to the wrong place. I'm getting excited.
You lied to me. I took you as a man of your word and you lied to me?
I lied when?
When you said that you read the doctor's certificate. There's no way you could have read of the seriousness of my husband's illness and not seen he was unjustly fired. Don't take advantage of me just because I'm a weak, defenseless woman. Do me the simple courtesy of reading the doctor's certificate and then I'll go. That's all I ask. Read it, and then I'll go.
But I read it once. What's the point in reading something twice when I've already read it once?
You just looked at it. You didn't read it.
I read it in detail.
Then you must have read it too fast. Read it slower.
I don't have to read it slower. I'm a fast reader.
Then you must not have absorbed it. Read it again and let it sink in.
I absorbed it. It sank in. I could pass a test on what's written here. But it doesn't make any difference because it has nothing to do with our bank.
Did you read the part where it says he has a nervous disorder? Read that and tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, yes, I see your husband has a nervous disorder. My, how terrible. Only I can't help you now. Please go.
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. I hope I haven't caused you any
Can't you get this in your balding head? You just realized to come to us with this kind of a claim is as strange as you getting your haircut in a butcher shop.
You can't get your hair cut at a butcher shop. Why would anyone go to a butcher shop to get their hair? Are you laughing at me?
Laughing. I'm lucky I'm still breathing. Pachotkin!
Did I tell you I'm fasting? I haven't eaten in weeks. I tried to, but nothing stays down. I've had the same cup of coffee 3 times today.
Pachotkin!
I'm nothing but skin and bone! I faint at the slightest provocation. Watch. 8 times a day that happens.
What is it, Mr. Keystenoff? What's wrong?
Get her out of here! Who let her in my office?
You did, sir. I asked you and you said, show her in.
I thought you meant a human being, not a lunatic with a doctor's certificate.
He wouldn't even read it. I gave it to him and he threw it into my face. You look like a kind person. Take pity on me. You read the doctor's certificate and tell me if my husband's sick or not.
I read it, madam. Twice.
Me too. I had to read it twice too.
You showed it to me outside. You showed it to everyone. We all read it. Even the doorman.
Don't argue, just read it, Pachotkin. Read it so we can get her out of here.
You just looked at it. You didn't read it.
Oh, yes. It says your husband is sick. Now, will you please leave, madam? Or will I have to get somebody to remove you?
Yes, good. Remove her. Did the doorman and 2 of the guards. Be careful, she's strong as an ox.
If you so much as touch me, I swear to God I'll scream so loud the whole city will hear it. No one will want to bank with you where they think you be weak, defenseless woman. I'm gonna faint again.
Weak. Defenseless. You are as defenseless as a charging rhinoceros. You are as weak as the king of the jungle. You are a plague, madam. A plague that wipes out all that causes your bad. You are a raging river that washes out bridges and stately homes. You are a wind that blows villages over mountains. It is women like you who drive men like me to the condition of husbands like yours.
Are you saying you're not going to be able to help me then?
Hit her, Pachotkin! Strike her! I give you permission to knock her down! Beat some sense into her!
Do you see how he'd have you hit me? He'd have you beat an orphan mother. Did you hear my cough? It's a terrible cough.
Madam, if we can discuss...
Don't touch me! Help! Help! Oh, merciful God! They're beating me!
I'm not beating you! I'm just holding your arm!
Beat her, you fool! Kick her while we've got the chance! We'll never get her out of here! Knock her senseless!
A curse on your bank. A curse on you and your depositors. May the money in your vaults turn to potatoes. May the gold in your cellars turn to onions, rubles to radishes, kopecks to pickles. May
Stop! Stop it! I beg of you. Stop. Pachotkin, give her the money. Give her anything she wants. Only get her out.
My 24 rubles and 36 kopecks. That's all that's owed to me, and that's all I want.
Come with me, madam. I'll get you your money.
Oh, and don't need a ruble to get me home. I'd walk, but have weak ankles.
Anything, give her anything for a taxi, only get her out.
You've been very kind, sir. Curse be gone. Onions to gold, potatoes to money.
Move her! Oh my god. My hair's falling out.
One more thing, sir. I'm going to need a letter of recommendation for my husband so that he can get another job. But don't worry yourself about it right now. I'll be back in the morning. God bless you, sir.
Oh my god. She's coming back. She's coming back. She's coming back. Oh my god, she's coming back, she's coming back, she's coming back! No!
In the vicinity of Vashenko Square, there's a small park that is seldom crowded. Here and there, a pair of young lovers strolling. A mother teaching her young child to take its first brave steps, its inevitable failures cushioned on the soft green grass. A dog owner throwing a stick to his faithful friend, which he fetches faithfully and intermittently. A young girl crying out, "Fresh flowers for sale," which is only partly true. They're for sale, but they're not terribly fresh. Still, it's a rather lovely, peaceful, and quiet setting. Certainly, one would never suspect this charming little spot would soon become a battlefield, which it did with marked regularity each Tuesday afternoon at 3. It was a quiet war, no guns, no booming cannons, no marching feet, but a war nonetheless. The adversaries were two aged and retired officers, one military, the other naval. They had served their country long and with distinction, and now, in the twilight of their lives, still had flickerings of sparks igniting their passions. And if, alas, no fire was ever started. They debated on every subject under the sun. Wars, politics, women, literature. They never seemed to run out of anything to disagree about. And the only thing they did agree upon was to meet again the very next Tuesday at the same bench, for the purpose of continuing their disagreements. We are fortunate. Today is Tuesday, and the time you've just heard. Well, I'd best get moving along, for that same bench is the field of battle, and I've no want to get caught in the crossfire. I will watch from a safe vantage point, there, beyond the children's swings. Approaching from the west comes the Navy, the east, the Army. If I had a drum, I would roll.
What are we having today?
As warm as it was yesterday.
The same rain.
Oh, look, here comes the sun. It's coming.
All right. It is your turn. Pick subject.
I've got one,
A good one.
in my opinion.
All right. What is the subject?
Lunch.
Lunch. Your subject is lunch.
It's my turn, isn't it? I pick lunch.
Not much subject in my opinion.
Does that mean you concede?
I concede nothing! I merely stated it's for a subject. But if it's lunch, it's lunch. I accept the challenge. Are you ready? Start.
Are you ready?
Would I say start if I were not ready?
Start means start. Are you ready? Start.
Very well then. Appetizers.
Appetizers, yes.
To start off the perfect lunch, the best appetizer is herring.
Wrong.
Wrong. You don't think the best appetizer is herring?
It's good. Never said it wasn't. But is not as good as caviar.
You're wrong. See, caviar is too rich for an appetizer. It is best reserved for special occasions, served with a little champagne. A snack, yes, but an appetizer, never.
Are you telling me fresh caviar served with lemon juice, finely chopped eggs, raw onions, garnished with parsley, and served on lightly salted wafer thin biscuits is not good appetizer?
Do you want to compare it with herring and white cream sauce, marinated onions, and 2 large black olives sitting on either end of plate, sprinkled with a little dill on freshly baked piece of brown bread to soak up the drippings of the herring, onions, and dill into one final succulent mouthful?
You argue well. And I concede the appetizer.
Thank you. Let's move on to the soup.
Ha! Soup, yes, I don't think we have many arguments here. The best soup is borscht.
Borscht! For soup, you pick borscht. Out of all soups in God's creation, you pick ordinary dish of borscht.
Not in a dish. In a bowl. And there is nothing ordinary about piping hot borscht. See, served with sweet sugar beets, Ukrainian style, of course, with ham and country sausages, topped with thick white sour cream. Are you prepared to combat a soup like that?
I would rather have cabbage soup, still steaming from pot, with thick chunks of boiled potatoes and globs of tender meat still hanging from bone. And sooner than that, I would rather have full-bodied vegetable soup with carrots, asparagus, cauliflower, and dried tomatoes. And even sooner than that, I would rather have fish soup with dried giblets and young kidneys just floating to the top, so thick you would have to push your way into the soup.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm not talking about your ordinary run-of-the-mill, everyday restaurant borscht. I'm talking about peasant borscht. The type of borscht you eat with pound of cornbread and left hand, and in the right hand you got thick, heavy wooden spoon.
A wooden spoon. It's different. Never mentioned wooden spoon before. I could see the soup.
Accepted.
Where do we stand?
You want appetizer? I want soup.
Up to here, close to lunch, huh?
Da.
Next course.
Next course is fish.
Oh, fish? We can't forget about fish. I don't care for fish. Choose a fish and I'll concede that.
You don't like fish.
I'm not dead set against it. I mean, fish is good at once, great while. But I don't find it substantial. Never satisfies me. See, to me, the most important part of the meal is the roast. Why don't you choose the fish so we can move on to the roast, huh?
You concede the fish?
Choose the fish and I'll concede it.
Very well. I choose a nice piece of pie.
Carb is better.
But you just conceded the fish.
I didn't know you were going to choose pike. I don't find pike a tasty fish.
Are you telling me a nice piece of pie served with brown butter and sliced shallots is not tasty?
Oh, it's tasty. If you smother it with carb boiled in lemon juice.
But you already conceded the fish.
All right. I won't make issue of it. Change the fish to carp and I'll concede it.
But carp is your fish, then I'd be conceding.
You could have chosen carp ahead of me. The option was yours.
If I draw pike and pick another fish, will you concede?
Very well. What do you change it to?
Brook trout, broiled with sliced almonds.
Poached salmon and hollandaise sauce.
I thought you didn't like fish!
Maybe it's the fish that you like that I don't like.
You're purposefully doing this!
You accuse me of being false to my taste? You dishonor me.
I dishonor no one! I call for stalemate on fish.
Oh, so soon. There are so few fish that I like.
Very well. I choose. Filet of sole, cooked with white wine and grapes.
Sea best cooked in black bean sauce.
Stalemate, stalemate!
All right. Don't get so excited. We still have a roast to get through. But agreed, stalemate.
I don't see why we need stalemate, especially with pike is so delicious. Especially after we just had borscht.
Hey. What's best is best. Table's been cleared. It's now time for the roast. It's your turn, I believe.
I passed.
You pass on the roast?
I passed on my turn. I want you to go first. I don't trust you anymore.
Very well then. Makes no difference to me. For the roast, I contend there's nothing better than boiled beef served with white hot horseradish, peas, beans, and served with a gold spring wine. It smelled already. Barely contain the saliva coming out of my mouth. Now, I believe it is your turn, unless you concede to boiled beef.
I do not concede to boiled beef.
Then choose if you can, a better roast.
I choose. A nice piece of pike.
Pike is a fish! We're through the fish course!
Not in case of stalemate. In case of stalemate, you can always go back and try again.
Then was this decided?
Just now, I decided it.
Alright. You say pike again, I say brook trout. Oh, double stalemate. Boiled beef, next course, your turn. Yeah.
Herring, borscht, and boiled beef. Is meal for gold-hungry foot soldier, not commanding officer and gentleman.
Am I being challenged or not?
I could challenge your boiled beef with a partridge. I could challenge your boiled beef with brace of quail. I could challenge your boiled beef with firm, young, roast turkey.
Roast turkey. You may have a point.
I could challenge your boiled beef with a hen. A big, fat, juicy white meat, deep-breasted hen.
Certainly. A hen is always nice.
But I'm not going to do it. I challenge your boiled beef with a duck.
A duck? Oh, I didn't think of duck. Oh, how could I forget duck? Okay, what kind of duck?
A duck. A nice, brown, plump, young duckling, one that has taste of ice during first frost. And then roasted. Pan roasted to crisp, golden brown skin. Skin so crispy, crackles in mouth.
Oh, I could see the duck.
And in dripping pan, potatoes are being cut ever so thinly.
I could see thy said.
And in the dripping pan, young onions are beginning to turn deep, golden brown, sizzling in all that butter and fat. Smell buffs into your nostrils. Oh, driving taste buds into a state of frenzy.
Are you deaf? How many times do I have to concede? You're doing this to get back at me for not liking pike. Let's just move on to the next course. Desserts. Oh, for God's sake.
And the dog is basking in juice of Spanish oil.
Enough already! You're acting like a child over a silly piece of pike.
Try it sometime in butter and oil and you won't think it's so silly.
Do you want to continue or not?
Very well. I'm still savoring my tongue.
For dessert, I choose.
Da.
Choose for dessert.
Well, out with it. You can't think of one, I'll choose.
Hey, I'm thinking. I want to end perfect meal perfectly. So I choose for dessert.
Cold peaches with cream and brandy.
That's mine! I choose peaches, sweet cream, and brandy. You can't take my dessert!
I can take it if it takes you an hour to think of it. For a meal to be perfect, it's not just what you eat, it's when it's served. If I waited for you to think of one, I'd be hungry again.
I refuse to argue with you anymore.
So you concede the done?
Are you through choosing?
Certainly I'm through. I've won clear-cut victory. Oh, concede fact and we can go home.
Wait. Are you sure you're through choosing? As far as you're concerned, perfect lunch is over.
Of course it's over. What in God's name could follow cold peaches with cream and brandy?
A cigar! A big, black Panatella cigar. Followed by a 2-hour nap.
I forgot cigar and nap.
You know what kind of nap you have? A delicious one. A delicious nap, it's not this long, tiring sleep you have at night. No. Delicious nap is delicate. You drift off into sweet, soft dreams. Have gentle sleep. Like the kind you had when you were 30. Yes, I am the perfect lunch.
How? How could I forget cigar and nap?
You know what comes after nap? A mint. A white, pinky peppermint. To kill entire sour taste out the mouth. Oh.
All right already.
You know what comes with mint? Cozy fire. Blanket in your lap. Afternoon newspaper. And dog at your feet to rub your toes on. And when your body is warm to perfect temperature, you open up newspaper. Nothing but good news. France is having political trouble. They're starving in Ireland. And England is in financial crisis. But here everything is good. And just before you drift off into sleep, a letter comes in the mail. It is letter from Tsar saying he awards you another medal. And then after that, you finally drift off into perfect sleep. Big smile on your face. And you have nothing better to do until that evening when the perfect dinner is served. You want to go first? I'll let you choose. Hors d'oeuvres.
It's my turn to pick subject, not yours.
Not today. It's getting a little chilly. Not feeling so well.
You don't look so good. You're a doctor. Perhaps you should see a doctor.
Perhaps you're right. It's a good idea. Maybe I should drop in on Dr. Wyszynski.
Wyszynski. Oh. That butcher? He knows about as much as doctoring as my 3-year-old grandmother.
You're telling me you know a better doctor in Russia today than Dr. Wyszynski.
Do you challenge me?
Oh, I challenge you. But not today. Next week.
Next week it is then. And you're right. It is getting chilly.
No. It's getting warmer. Look, the sun. It's coming up.
It'll rain before you get home.
Next Tuesday then?
Next Tuesday.
This next story goes back a good many years ago to my youth. I was 19 years old to be exact, and in the ways of love, I was not only unschooled, hadn't even been in the classroom. As for connubial bliss, I dared not think of it. And as for impregnation, I chose to believe it was caused by the husband giving the wife a most ardent handshake before retiring. Left it at that. My father was a wonderful man, quite liberal in his thinking, and on the occasion of my 19th birthday, he decided to introduce me to the mysteries of love. He was, however, a frugal man, and decided to escort me himself to see in the matter of bargaining that I would not be taken advantage of. Picture me, if you will, as my own dear father. Antosha! Antosha! Quit standing there in the dark like a puppy dog. Get over here. We have some adolescents to get over with.
I'm not well, Father. I'm sick.
You know, 19 seems so much older at the time. Sick, what's wrong with you?
I haven't thought of it yet. Give me a few minutes.
Fear, that's all that is. Pubescent fear. I was the same way when I was your age.
I never knew you were my age, Father. I always thought you was older.
And how old do you think I was when I was with my first woman?
You were with a woman, Father?
Certainly I was with a woman. All men who become fathers have been with a woman at some point in their life.
The same woman?
Certainly not the same woman. My God, don't you discuss these matters with your young friends?
Oh, yes. All the time. But we get too excited to listen.
It's a man's obligation to enter a marriage experienced in the ways of love. Otherwise, valuable years are wasted on endless groping.
I don't mind wasting a few years scoping, Father.
So in the process of becoming a man, Antosha, first you learn to walk, then you learn to talk. Now you learn this.
Are you sure, Father? I'm really not walking and talking that well.
I can't afford to delay any longer. I don't want you becoming an old man waiting to become a young man. Now are you going to go in there and have your first experience with a woman, or am I going to have to punish you?
Father, I don't think we're going to find any women of high moral character around here.
We're not looking for high moral women. There are too damn many high moral women in the world as it is. That's why so many high moral men have to come down to places like this. Let's get on with this business.
Can I hold your hand, Father?
Certainly not! You can't go in there to become a man holding your father's hand. Antosha, we don't have all day. I promised your mom that we'd be home by 9 o'clock. We have exactly 1 hour and 10 minutes to mature.
You mean you told Mother where we were going?
You find me so cruel and insensitive. I told her we're going out for a night walk, just to get some nice air.
Won't Mother become suspicious when she notices that I've come home all grown up?
It doesn't show, Anton. You don't get spots like measles. You may have a small smile on your face, that's all. Come along.
Father, aren't there any other ways to become a man? I mean, can I grow a mustache?
Antosha, tell me the truth. If you'd rather not go through with it, I'll take you home.
Take me home!
Wait until I ask the question. Would you rather not go through with it? I'll take you home.
Take me home.
Very well then. Let's go home. You can get in your bathtub and play with the sailboats until you're ready.
Will you be angry with me?
No.
Will you be disappointed with me?
No.
Will you be proud of me?
No.
All right, I'll do it.
Good boy, Anton.
If I like it, can we do it again?
No! I didn't bring you down here with the intention of leaving you here. My God, it's a difficult business being a liberal father.
Evening, gentlemen.
Oh, God!
Steady, boy. Steady.
Is she one of the teachers?
She looks like the principal to me. Burn luck, son.
She's a charming girl.
I'll go over and attend to your tuition.
Father, couldn't I take a correspondence course?
No, stand right there. Stop twiddling with your hat. This is not a hat twiddling business. Be right back. Evening, ma'am. Lovely April night, wouldn't you say?
Is it April already? I don't get out very much.
No, I can well understand that. I'd like to discuss with you a matter of some delicacy.
30 rubles.
So much for delicacy. 30 rubles, you say? Well, I'd say that 30 rubles is quite fair for me, but it's not for me. It's for my young, inexperienced son. That's him over there, with the knees buckling.
It's still 30 rubles, sir. We don't have children's prices down here.
Of course not, but 30 rubles does seem a bit high for a boy of 19. Would you consider, say, 15 rubles?
For 15 rubles, I read Peter Rabbit. Sir, a Norwegian ship is due in here tonight, and I have to go in and put on my blonde wig.
Wait, there is an accentuating circumstance. It's the boy's birthday, and I wanted to give him a nice gift. What do you say?
How about an umbrella?
See here. My day 30 years ago, I shared the pleasures of the most delightful girl on this street. Ilka the milkmaid, she was called. She cost me a mere 10 rubles.
Well, she's still here. If you want her, she's down to 6 rubles now.
Good heavens.
Father, oh father,
Yes.
am I ready yet?
Wait a minute, I'm still shocked. He's really a lovely boy. Fragile and sweet. Tells the most delightful stories. I'm sure you'll find him most entertaining.
Haven't you got the wrong way around, sir?
Father, I'm getting chilly.
Well, run around, jump up and down. Be patient. You waited 19 years for this. What's another few moments? 20 rubles, not a kopeck more. There's only so much I'm willing to spend on an education. Please, so much more.
Settled. You're a good and loving father, sir, and I respect you for it. If I had a father like you, I would have never ended up here on the streets bargaining with fathers like you.
I'm sure there's a moral in there somewhere. I just don't see it yet. Settled. 20 rubles. There's just one last thing I have to ask. At the conclusion of the evening's festivities, I would appreciate it kindly if you were to say, "Happy birthday." From Papa.
Happy birthday from Papa. Would you like any candles, sir?
That's not necessary. Just be gentle and kind. Gentleness, that's all I ask. Heavens, a tear. What a thing to cry over.
I'll wait upstairs. 2 flights up, second door on your left, and I'll be gentle, sir.
Thank you. Girls these days seem so much more understanding.
And may I say, it's men like you who make me proud to serve in my profession.
What a wonderful nurse you would have made. Dosha, settled. School's in, my boy. 20 rubles. You have to know how to bargain with these people. Off you go. 2 flights up, second door on your left. Don't rush.
Father, do I say anything to her?
Like what?
Like, hello?
Hello would be nice. Goodbye would be good too. Go on, she's waiting.
Father, are there any instructions you want to give me?
That's what I'm paying her good money for. The questions you ask. Go on, boy, before I have to pay her overtime.
Yes, Father, I'm going.
What is it now?
It's funny, but when I come down those stairs and onto the street, I won't be your little Antosha anymore. I'll be Anton the man! Well, thank you, Father. Goodbye.
Wait, Anton.
Yes, Father?
I was just wondering, mind you, but wouldn't you like a nice umbrella instead? There's plenty of time next year to become a man. Plenty of time next year.
If you wish, Papa. Yes, Papa.
I hope that portrait of my father came out with some affection. I loved him very much. Yet, with him, as with all the other characters I've shared with you tonight, I have a sense of betrayal. Every time I put my pen down after a day's work, I can't help but feel that I've robbed my friends of their precious life fluid. What torments my conscience even more is that I've had a wonderful time writing tonight. But before I go, what was it we were talking about? Early on, before the story of Cherdikov? Ah, yes. I wanted to tell you what it was as a child I most wanted to do with my life. Well then, the life of me, I can't remember. Somehow, as I stand here with a feeling of great peace and contentment, I suspect in some measure I must be doing it. Thank you for the visit. If ever you pass this way again, please drop in. Good night. There is an alternate ending. If ever you pass this way again, I hope you inherit 5 million rubles.